Hey, what's up, my fearless networking friends? Todd Falcone here for another episode. I think today's episode 73. So if you're catching us on YouTube or the podcast and you're listening to me on audio and you want the rest of the story, go to toddfalcone.com/episode 73. So, all right. So here we are a month or so into this ordeal, this routine. I hate this whole idea, like the new normal, that's not a, it's not a phrase I want to use to describe what we're going through. It's just weird. It's bizarre. Can't wait to go back to getting outside and seeing people and all that stuff. But all right, so let's talk. So obviously, you know, my posts the last few weeks, so I have been around what we're dealing with right now. I'm running an accountability program, and we're at week number, I think, we're actually starting out week number 3. And we've got like almost 600 people in this thing. Everybody wanting to stay focused, of course, during this coronavirus craziness. And the question, you know, I mean, first of all, what's interesting is what's come up is this thought, you know, is this a good time to recruit? Should I be recruiting in my network marketing business? Is it too perhaps insensitive given all that's going on? And I might have mentioned this on a previous episode, but to me, it's like we have a responsibility, knowing what we know, to go out there and do something. How dare us to have a way and not going out there and sharing with people that are struggling or hurting right now when there truly is a viable option for them to be able to earn money working from home. You know, I've got this magazine, this was sent to me by a network marketing company recently, talking about the ultimate gig economy. And what's fascinating to me, for example, is over the last couple of years, there's been all these different events that I've gone to, and people are referring to the gig economy, things like Uber, Lyft, Airbnb, and others that are, quote, potential competition to network marketing. You know, in some conversations, it's been referred to as being competition, because I can go jump in my car, go Uber around, go cruise around, go make some bucks instead of doing my part-time network marketing business. Now, all the gig economy things, certainly most of them, including Airbnb, might have some leverage to it because you're able to take a property and that you already own or that already exists, and then create recurring revenue from a room or a part of your house. But you know, things like Lyft, Uber, and others where there's no leverage. And right now, look, let me ask you this question: How much Ubering are you doing? Right? If you were an Uberer, you're not Ubering right now because nobody's Ubering around. So the only thing that I found over the last 4 or 5 weeks that really is something somebody can plug and play and do now immediately without waiting is network marketing. And so my messaging to people over the last few weeks is like, look, man, if you know that you've got a model that somebody can come in and they can plug and they can play and they can go, that's not reliant on them having to go to work, that's not reliant on them leaving their house in order to earn money, that they can start for very little money, or in many cases, a lot of network marketing companies are allowing people to just become affiliates or distributors for free. Of course, they need to have some kind of skin in the game. But it's incredibly affordable to get in, and they don't have to come up with a brilliant concept or idea to start the business. Like, tell me what else is there? And here all you guys are that follow me that are involved in amazing direct selling or network marketing companies. And for you to be like laying around doing nothing that's insanity to me. And I'm not suggesting that you are. I'm sure many of you are crushing it and you're totally focused, but look, I'm a human being. I'm all caught up in this crap with you. I know the deal. I mean, it's hard to stay laser focused when you're wondering what the hell's going on out there and what's going to happen in the future, especially if you're a part-time network marketer now forced into full-time network marketing and thinking, my God, is my job going to be there? Is my company going to be there? What am I going to do? So look, here's what I want to say to you. And I don't know. I can't even remember what the hell we titled. It's like it's funny. I'm doing the post, but I don't really know what the title of the post is. I know what the messaging is, but whatever the title. So I'm not going to reference the title. So a lot of times I'll come up with the title before I start the talking. In this case, I don't think I did, so it's okay. But the question that's come up in in conversations, as well as my A-Team program we're week 3 in right now, as of you guys seeing this because of the release date of this, is who should I be recruiting right now? Should I just go out there and be recruiting everybody? I mean you could for sure. Here's the thing. Like, here's what I would do if I was you. Okay, if I was in your shoes and I was sitting here and I've got this network marketing business and I've got more time on my hands probably than I've ever had in my entire life. Given the numbers, most of you probably watching me are at home and not working some of you might be able to work remotely in your job or your occupation. You're working as much or maybe even more perhaps, but a good percentage of people have more time on their hands than they have ever had. And I think it's important that you make use of that time, especially if this is an opportunity for you to propel your network marketing business forward. And it's an opportunity for us as a profession to make a positive impact in the world. Back in the 2008, 9, 10 recession, there were a lot of people that discovered network marketing because there were no jobs. The companies folded, they went out of business. That was a pretty big economic collapse. And then, here we are, network marketers. You can't get fired from network marketing. The only thing that can happen is maybe your network marketing company goes out of business. But if they do, you can go find another one. It's not that big of a deal. So, you're sitting at home. What are you going to do? If it was me, I'm going to be re-engaging and reconnecting with everybody that I know, just to say what's up, to say how you doing, to see how are you. And many times you're going to discover and find out that, oh, I'm not working. Oh, I'm living in an uncertain world, an uncertain time. I don't know about my financial future. And here you are having a gift, essentially, that you can give to them. Look, we can't be holier than thou and see, I told you so. You should have looked at this back in the day, or acting as if we're smarter than other people. That's not the position I'm suggesting. What I'm saying is, here you have an amazing opportunity that isn't as impacted negatively as a result of what's going on. In other words, it's still there. It's still in existence. It's still marketable. It is, you can't, again, look, here, just for clarification, just in case you don't understand why, you don't have to go anywhere. You can literally build your network marketing business from your home, from your phone. You don't have to go drive out there into the world and be around people in order to make the business work. You can literally build it from anywhere. As long as you've got phone service and internet connection, you're in business. And because you don't have the responsibility of having I got to warehouse the stuff and buy the stuff and create the labels and do all you got to do is market it. It's basically, here you go, handed to you on a silver platter. You can do this business from anywhere. So, man, if I was in your shoes, I'd be out there talking to everybody I possibly can, seeing how they're doing. They want to hear from you. They're isolated. They're sitting at home wondering what's going to happen with my financial future. And here you are. You have something amazing to offer them, and that hasn't been impacted. So that's why I kind of go back to this. This is like a responsibility to step up in the biggest way imaginable. And I think, by the way, as well, I'll more or less end with this, is I'd be going after the best people on my list right now, the most successful people, the people that you mostly avoid. The people that are on your, quote, chicken list, those individuals that, and whether you know them or you don't know them, you could certainly apply what I teach in my Recruiting Professionals course, which I have a ton of people doing right now, and they're absolutely getting amazing results recruiting realtors, insurance agents, mortgage professionals, professional people that are in the same boat that you're in. They're hustlers, they're hard workers, they make money on commissions, but now they're sitting here stuck at home. My buddy David called me recently and said, hey man, he's a successful realtor. He's like, hey, I got to get back into network marketing. That's one of many phone calls that I've had over the last couple of months. But guys, look, now's the time for you to be reaching out, checking in, seeing what's up. And here's what's going to happen. If you listen and you pay attention, they're going to tell you exactly what's going on. They're going to tell you whether, they're not working, they're afraid, they're, wondering what their future is going to look like. And we're not an overnight solution, but we're absolutely a solution. And the only way that those people are going to find out about it is by you asking, by you like getting outside, moving yourself, getting out of your own way. In some cases, people always use that term. I just can't seem to get out of my own way. Well, grab yourself, shove yourself aside, and go talk to somebody. And be an ear, be somebody that they can hear, that they can listen to, and be a solution provider. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised if you just don't get caught up in all of this and you go out there, figuratively, of course, and you engage people in conversation. And look, I'll also say this. I know there's so many people today that just Facebook message their way to oblivion or text message. And I use Facebook Messenger. I use text messaging, but I think now is a good time to be picking up the phone, calling people. I mean, think about how many people are sitting at home totally isolated. Like, we don't have the human connection. And don't tell me a text message or a Facebook message is going to replace a human connection, like hearing somebody's voice over the telephone. That's either that or Zoom. The Zoom is probably the closest thing to having a human connection. Some like this. This is recorded video, but being on video, seeing, hearing, feeling, right? We can't physically feel, but we can feel emotions of a human being way more so by hearing somebody's voice. So for sure, guys, pick up the phone, be talking to people. Some of your best prospects that you've been avoiding, now's the time to get to them. Now's the time for us to shine and be solution providers. But the only way you're going to find out is by asking. If you don't ask, you never get. So, I don't know, kind of a random episode for episode 73 today. But again, I don't know where you're catching me. ToddFalcone.com/episode 73. That's the place where the conversation would be taking place. So if you're on YouTube, if you're on my podcast, hop on over to ToddFalcone.com/episode 73. And we'll get through this, you guys. I'll see you on the next episode. Have a great day.